Hi Christmas crew, and usually I say welcome back to the Cozy Christmas Cottage, but today I'm welcoming you right into my home. I am so excited to share all the love and time and detail that I put into our home, from our living room, kitchen, bedroom, and even the she shed, the original Cozy Christmas Cottage. So let's start there. Let's start in the Cozy Christmas Cottage, going from everyday to holiday in a snap, or so I make it look. Still pretty easy and still, of course, so incredibly fun to do. Throw on some Christmas music, take all the everyday decor down, clean, wipe everything down really well, and then it's time to get into my storage bin filled with goodies and start adding decor to the shelves and the fireplace, the mantle, and just make everything look so festive. Now for the Christmas tree, I kept everything the same from last year because I just absolutely loved it so much. So this is of course going to be a red and white kind of candy cane themed Christmas tree. And what I actually love about not changing anything is that I put this tree together in an hour. And I mean, that's complete setup, complete decoration. Even before the Elf movie was over, my Christmas tree was up. So that's what I do like about using the same decor year after year. Now moving into our home and into our bedroom, and Miss Honey is a beautiful little accessory here to help me show you this space. So last year was the first year I decorated our bedroom for Christmas, and I really wanted to add to it this year and make it a Santa and Mrs. Claus theme. So I got new bedding, new pillows, and even a new Christmas tree, which I'll show you here in just a second. But hubby was amazing, framed these little prints for me and a photo of us to be able to hang on the walls, which I love. And the bedding was super affordable too. It's all from Amazon and Walmart, so I will link everything I can down in the description box below. So if you see anything you like or love or want to add to your own home, check the description box and hopefully there'll be a link there for you. But this bedding, let me tell you, is so super soft. The white I can use all winter long. I can just kind of take off the red if I want, and put more of like wintertime decor up. But this blanket, oh my goodness, is this soft. It's like a very soft Sherpa with the fun whimsical pom-pom balls on there. It just adds to the Santa and Mrs. Claus red and white theme that I went with this year. The more lights, the better when it comes to my Christmas decor, especially those warm white lights. And so adding some greenery and some berries, pine cones, and some lights over the headboard just gives this a really whimsical and cozy look. And my splooting dog here also makes for a really cozy space too. A couple new additions to the space are the Christmas trees that are on our nightstands. I love them. They are slim enough that we can still use our lamps, but they add that touch of Christmas on either side of the bed, balancing it beautifully and adding more of the cozy, warm white Christmas lights on the sides of the bed too that I love. And I think Honey would agree. What do you think? Last year, I had added a lot of different things to the top of my dresser, and it just kind of was a little too much. So this year, I toned it down a lot, but of course, I found this cute Santa and Mrs. Claus statue at Hobby Lobby and had to have it, the perfect accessory for over here. I also absolutely love the timered LED candles that have the candy cane stripe on them. I found those on Amazon. I'll link them down below. They turn on their own, turn off on their own, and they give you that cozy vibe and flickering flame in the space that I love so much. I also love this. I found this at a Christmas store. It's a ceramic Christmas tree that you put essential oil on so you can make your space smell like Christmas too. I know this video is all about Christmas decor, but I'm pretty sure Honey is just gonna steal the show. She does this every single day while I'm putting my makeup on my vanity. She cozies up in the pillows like this. It is the cutest thing, and I just can't stop her from doing it. Now on to the new Christmas tree. So we have had a pencil Christmas tree in this space for a couple years, which was great and fine, but this year I added more of a slim tree. So I was still able to get a good sized Christmas tree in here without taking up a lot of room. It's just more wide, but it's not oversized. All of the decor on this tree is from Hobby Lobby, except for my Santa and Mrs. Claus ornament that I picked up at the Texas Christmas store this summer. I need to add the date on there yet, but of course I had to have that to go with our Santa and Mrs. Claus themed bedroom. Our tour guide has awoke from her long winter's nap and has now taken us into the family room for a tour in there, which I have made some new additions and changes to this space this year too that I can't wait to show you. A lot of the decor is actually just reused and moved around or reused in new different ways, but this cute little velvet red nutcrackers from Walmart is like $1.50, I think. I added some red to our Christmas decor this year, whereas I did a full like forest green neutral theme last year. So I wanted some pops of red in there, and I thought that was the perfect addition to kind of add to the side table. Honey decided she was also going to do a little redecorating for me, and when she realized it wasn't going to work out for her, she decided she was going to go back to her winter's lumber. I love this candle. It of course is a battery powered candle, but it's also a diffuser. So it's actually emitting a pine scent into the air too. So I love that. It's like 2-in-1 and compact and looks really pretty. And then if you hadn't noticed yet, I do have a new Christmas tree. I have always wanted a Christmas tree in this corner. I just never wanted to spend the money. It's a lot whenever you invest in a tree, and then you need all the decor and the tree skirt, and it goes on and on, right? So I was so very fortunate that Balsam Hill reached out to me and asked me to partner with them. So this video is not sponsored, but I have enjoyed working with them so much. I will make sure to link a coupon code that they offered me down in the description box below, because they have some amazing, gorgeous products, including this Christmas tree and everything on it. So if you see anything you like, grab that coupon code, head over to their website, and do some Christmas shopping. But that's enough about the Christmas tree. Onto this little side table. This cloche holds our family heirloom of a nativity set that my grandmother painted and passed on to me. Last year I ordered this beautiful advent calendar, wooden, handmade, amazing. You move the candle to each little spot, and Mary and Joseph work their way around until you make it to Christmas Day and baby Jesus is born. So I'll link that down below for you too, because the kids love to move that each day as we get closer to Christmas. This is another Balsam Hill accessory, snow globe. I've always in my whole life wanted a gorgeous snow globe, and this one was absolutely it. It's got beautiful snow in it. It's got the inner workings to move the snowman, or I'm sorry, the Santa Claus around. And so this one I'm hoping is going to become even one of our own personal family heirlooms that my grandkids can play with, and I can pass down also to my own kids in the future. The coffee table, I love the coffee table. Have to add more lights there. I have the lighted branches, the Norfolk pine branches, of course a real candle. I need some real candle flicker in my life, the bronze bells, and a cute basket all just kind of lined down the center of it. Very natural, very neutral, calming, which is what I absolutely love for our home to feel like. Now for sort of the star of the show, this cozy corner in the living room with the Christmas tree and the fireplace. And like I said, this year I decided to add some pops of that deep, rich burgundy red color to our decor. And so of course the Christmas tree, it needed some too. So I found these beautiful flocked ornaments and also some gorgeous, luscious red velvet ribbon that I used at the top of the tree. And I also made a bow and added it to the mantle just to give a little bit here and there. I didn't want too much, and that ribbon was kind of pricey too. So I just wanted to use it sparingly. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot. You can sparingly use things that are beautiful without going crazy with it and putting it everywhere. But here's a look at some of the details on the Christmas tree, all the same from last year, but like I said, with the addition of those red flocked ornaments. This tree skirt though, it is such a cozy, warm, almost blanket woven tree skirt that I found on Amazon, so I'll link it below for you. But also this year I decided to put this box underneath the Christmas tree. This used to be at my grandparents' house. I remember playing with it as a kid. It's a box full of keys, so really unique, fancy old keys, along with some of their old locks and some keys that, you know, and keychains that they actually had to houses and vehicles that they owned. So this is such an heirloom for me. And again, something that I hope my future grandkids will get a chance to play with too. Now let's move over to this basket that is actually kind of holding a surprise in it, or hiding some things in it, I should say. Underneath this blanket is actually all of Honey's toys, all her stuffed animals, bones, balls, all those kinds of things are in this basket. So of course, whenever it doesn't need to look nice in the house, we don't have the blanket on it, but if we need it to look nice, throw the blanket on top and she can still kind of nose around in there if she gets the whim and wants to play. I love decorating Christmas trees, but I also absolutely love decorating my fireplace mantles, because until we moved into this house, I never had a fireplace or a mantle of my own to decorate. So this is such a joy for me. And here you can see some of that red, luscious velvet ribbon that kind of is tattered and old looking, but it's new. So that's an item I'll link down below for you. But I've just layered some Norfolk pine, some cedar pine, added those fairy lights, our stockings that we've used for a few years now, and some gold candlesticks. I just love the simplicity of it, but it still looks really kind of regal and royal without breaking the bank. Now moving over to Honey's castle slash kennel. We don't have a whole lot of space in our home. It's over 100 years old, so we had to get creative. So I found this kennel on Etsy, so I'll link it down below for you. It came with her name on it and everything, and this year we got her a fuzzy bed to put in it, put some greenery and a garland on it to dress it up for the holidays, but she loves it. It is definitely her happy place. So that was pretty much all of our family room. Let's move on into the kitchen now. The only pretty much new addition in here is that lighted wreath that I added to the back door. And the larger Christmas tree in the centerpiece. But that's why I love using what we already have, because it's budget friendly, obviously, using what you have, and also it makes it really quick and easy to put up, because you did it last year, you can do it again the same this year, saves you some time kind of thinking it out. I did move some things around a little bit, which is the fun part of just making it feel new, but even just little additions of some Christmas trees added to shelves adds that touch of Christmas without going crazy or buying new things. The greenery over the windows in the kitchen match the greenery from the fireplace, so it's a great way to tie in spaces that are close to each other if you want them to flow nicely, which I absolutely did. And I love this garland and greenery, so I will link that down below for you too. This space did get a little bit of an update. This is a wood Santa that my grandmother painted and my papa cut out of wood, so another heirloom piece that I kept. The thermos I found at a Oktoberfest, so a new addition. The nut wood bowl here is thrifted. My grandparents always had nuts sitting out at their house, so I wanted to recreate that feeling. I need to get the nuts for it still. These wood angels are from a Christian store, and the wood is actually from Bethlehem, so I love that. And then over in this corner, I have a handmade pottery bowl and pitcher that are from Gatlinburg when we were there. So in pieces, again, that I will keep and use and love forever and ever. They are just gorgeous. I love the handmade nature of these. And then some cutting boards. One of the cutting boards with the recipe on it was from a home store that was local. But you could totally recreate something like this. So hopefully you give that a try if you're a DIYer. And then just layered up some Christmas tree wood cutting boards next to it and kept it really simple. But like I said, I need to get some nuts to put in that bowl yet. We will get there. Moving over to this other side, just again, keeping it simple. This was a handmade round sign from a craft show. I love to support small businesses, especially those that are hand making items. Some other Christmassy accessories, a cheese board, a rolling pin. And then if you do not have a clear glass simmer pot for your simmer recipes, you need one. These are pretty inexpensive, under $20 each. I got this one off Amazon. I'll link it down below for you. My simmer is on day 3 and it is still smelling amazing. So if you need that recipe, I'll also link that down below for you. But oh my goodness, you want your house to smell like Christmas? This is the way to do it. But otherwise, I just add a couple of extra little accessories over the stove, a sign, a wreath, a bell. And this is not Christmas related, but I would highly recommend a bread box too. This has changed our life in the kitchen, kept things organized. We can see what kind of bread and pastries that we have, so we use it more often. I also had to draw your attention up to these wreaths up here. My son is just growing like a weed, and he was actually able to help me put those up there this year, so yay for help. And I love my husband so much. He is now working up at the high school, and these towels were made by the transitions class as one of their projects, and he bought like 3 of them from them. So I love that he's supporting, again, local kids, and helping give them a little bit of joy, which also brings us some joy. So a new addition there as well. Now we must go back in here and check on our sleeping beauty. She pretty much just crashed out the entire time I was filming and taking pictures and getting this ready for every one of you. I just love that she is so easygoing and just nothing really bothers her. And she's awful cute too. So if you agree, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for coming along on this tour with me. We have so much enjoyed the cozy and festive vibes of our home this year for Christmas. And as I said, if you saw anything along the way that caught your eye, check the description box below. If there's a link out there for it, I did my best to link them all down below for you so you can hopefully find it and add it to your home's decor this year too. If you haven't yet, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you very soon for even more holiday and Christmas inspiration. I'll have more videos popping up on your screen. Go ahead, pick your favorite, click, head on over, and I will see you there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a very happy holiday season.